Good. Well, welcome to the last session of this cycle of the Homegrown training, a guide into place-based learning. Today we're gonna share our best practices and just discuss them also. And to start, I just go again into the overview. Do you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We see that in the overview, the course takes about 15 hours in total. It's spread over 8 weeks, but we have actually cut out the entire part about the ARC as a digital backbone. And we also have sort of jumped the activity design and trial. And we move directly to week 8 activity sharing. However, I also notice now from the questions, it is very much recommended to have this week 6 as an active peer experience to help each other go through the digital part and also try out the format once. I think it's pretty important to not run into issues when you actually try it out with kids. So this said, I think we can go into the presentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Who wants to start?
Let me just. Okay, here is my sensorial activity for kids.
Maybe go on full screen so that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Here I created a rhythm imitation activity. Duration is 50 minutes, and I chose 3 to 6 age range. And here is the learning aim: develop auditory discrimination, concentration, memory, coordination, and listening skills. And about this activity is this is the practice. Best practice is a Montessori-inspired sensorial activity that helps children develop listening skills, memory, concentration, and coordination. And here is the simple schedule I created. I don't know if it makes sense or not, but yeah. And here is the direct learning objectives. I put accurately listening to a rhythm pattern, recognize differences between short and long sound parts, create a simple rhythm patterns. And for the indirect learning objectives, there is coordination between hearing, thinking, and movement, increase self-regulation, waiting for the turn, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And point of interest is improvement, of course. It sounds like I'm repeating it, but skills develop concentration, improve memory, build confidence through successful imitation.
Yeah, so maybe let's stop here, otherwise we forget. Click on the eye next to point of interest.
Yeah, a point of interest guides the attention of the learner to learning objectives and learning projects. Points of interest stimulate, motivate, and ignite interest. Defining points of interest help the facilitator to take the participants' points of view and increase overall engagement and impact.
So I think what you wrote here is not a point of interest. I mean, it's about us learning here about how to formulate this. A point of interest could be, for example, in such an activity that you choose material that is really interesting to touch. So in a lot of schools, they use recently those wax sticks. Have you heard of them?
Wax sticks.
It's color. So it's also a rhythm activity. It's colorful long tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And each color stands for a different note. and you always have two, and you whack them. You whack them like this. Some of them you just have a single one, and you whack them like this, and they create a different sound. And so then the music teacher is kind of a conductor in the orchestra, and it tells the kids 1, 3, 5, 6, so they have a number, yeah, or blue, red, and they together perform a music piece. The point of interest for the kids could be the colorful wax stick. It could be if you use something else. It could be I don't know, a wooden gimbal or anything. Something that creates some interest now. And this interest doesn't necessarily have to be auditory, or it could be also tactile, kinesthetic, stereognostic, whatever. It attracts the interest now. It could be the story that you tell in the beginning. It is something that draws the child or whoever is participating into your activity. But what you have been describing here,
like a point of interest of a parent, not a kid. Yeah, I got it. I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a learning goal.
Yes, it's like for parents rather than for kids.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with this, because I also understand that this is in the beginning quite confusing, and it takes a time to go into this pedagogical terminology and then differentiate it. But if nature is the classroom, still the same mechanisms apply. Yeah.
Right. And yeah, vocabulary, I put some simple words. Maybe we can add something else too, but I didn't really think about different things. It's quite simple for me, like drums, rhythm, clapping, pauses. Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 to 6. Would you introduce rhythm?
They will confuse, of course.
So the vocabulary, you can also click on the I here. The vocabulary is supposed to be language appropriate. This is why I usually design a PowerPoint, something that I can also print now. 3 to 6, it would be very basic vocabulary, although we should also not underestimate kids at that time. But it's really for the age group. Yeah.
And control of error. Children have to compare their clapping with teachers and self-correct by listening carefully.
Okay. Yeah, so the control of error is the teacher in that sense. Just thinking, what other control of error could you do?
Yeah.
You could give all the kids a bundle of wool tied to their wrist.
Okay. Wool.
I'm just thinking of something like that is not involving the teacher.
Okay.
So there is a string attached to the wrist. It's almost a bit mechanical to do it like this. But if you think that the teacher has something like a pedal or anything, maybe just a handle. No, but the teacher also uses the hands to clap, so they need to be free. But in addition, you maybe have a pedal, something that you can step on, and then the string is being pulled.
Okay.
Yeah, and otherwise it's loose. So the kids would notice themselves, if they clap now, then it's wrong. So I'm just thinking of innovative. Doesn't have to be that, no? But Montessori usually had it all inside of the activity. It's super complicated to come up with this. Okay, facilitation.
Yeah, rhythm sticks or small drums or simply just hands, and maybe picture cards with simple rhythms, but it's quite, I don't know, 3 to 6 years might be complex a little, because I don't know. And sorry, and a simple instruction, maybe invite the child to sit comfortably, explain that you will make a rhythm and they should listen carefully. Clap or tap a simple pattern. Clap, clap, pause, clap. Then pause, then invite the child to repeat it. and gradually introduce longer or more complex rhythms so the child gains confidence, and allow the child to create a rhythm for you to imitate. What's thoughts?
Okay. Yeah. If you want the best practice to work out and also to be replicated, to try to watch the details. I mean, here you have kids that are probably a year or 1.5 year old.
In the picture?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm also thinking now. Let's brainstorm on what is good, what could be improved.
Yeah.
What I'm immediately thinking of is we discussed so many times during the course that it's somehow, the time that we do activities indoors, it's kind of over. No, it's continuous, but let's try to push it outdoors. This is an indoor picture. I think the other one was also an indoor picture, if I'm not mistaken.
I couldn't find outdoor pictures.
No, how could you connect this activity with the outdoors? And you say, if you continue to stay with the 3 to 6 age bracket, could you come up with an idea that is maybe then the activity becomes like a 3-part activity? One part looking for things, collecting items they can whack.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, to make a sound or something. Yeah, okay, I got it.
So that you have this gathering part, you let them explore a certain space. You have the play space part. Guys, we are here in the forest. I would then immediately already have an idea where to do it. Yeah. So we have our forest here. We have also, yesterday you saw that we had now, that was actually last year not there. We had this little wooden cabin under the arborvitae.
Yeah.
Next to Mattis and
in the zone.
In Sonnenpark. So there's a lot of wood debris, no? And we have another forest here where we have a lot of wood lying around. So if you're looking for sticks, I'm just saying it, no? Maybe you could also do it next to a lake and you use reed. I don't know what kind of sound reed.
Small stones or something like that.
Stones. Yeah, stones.
Or hit the trunks.
Yeah, there are different items. Yeah. So you could probably also just do it next to the river if you have different stones in different sizes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move the entire kind of classroom setting outdoors. Yeah. And then you have probably at least 15 minutes spent on looking for things. Then you would have to adapt your facilitation notes and say, phase 1, gathering your instruments. Yeah. And somehow clear assignment. They would understand this already, gather 3. Some of the kids maybe come with 10, some of them with none, but it doesn't matter, no? Gather 3 music instruments.
Yeah.
And then you first need to show them what you have in mind. Okay? So this would be phase 1. Phase 2 would be then trying out the sound, probably, because we don't know how they sound.
Yeah. Trying.
Yeah. Phase 2, trying out the sound, and phase 3 would be then the teacher directing the rhythm. So immediately you have like 3 phases, which are quite different. I think there will be engagement, especially during this age group. And you have moved it outdoors, and you have a new indirect learning objective, because indirectly they still learn about nature now. They see different stones, they see different sticks. There will be insects on the sticks. Some of the kids will actually completely forget what you told them. They're like, hey! They will run after a frog. It's all good, no? It's all good as long as you have enough people to watch the kids so that they don't drown. That's the problem with the outdoors, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is this somehow also a joyful perspective?
Yeah, exactly.
I just wanted to really push it outside. Any ideas from you guys?
I think that it's like it is indeed a very sensorial activity, because you have to focus on the
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah, you actually
specifically.
use many with your
Your
so
hands
you
as well.
use many sensorial
Mhm.
words.
And I also think that it's very interesting in the sense that also increments, let's say, or facilitates concentration, which is something that a lot of children, maybe not that small children, but maybe older children are currently struggling with concentration because of this TikTok thing and fast media consumption. So in that sense, I think it's very interesting to push that. And yeah, maybe I would just also suggest to make it for also older kids as well, because sometimes some concepts, musical concepts can also be very interesting for older kids and
more
stuff.
advanced.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was gonna say. If you wanted to like increase the age, you could add like a
more
certain
complex.
kind of music, or like what I did in camp, we would have like songs that we would like clap to, or like do these movements with, or over like around the campfire, which is really fun to do. So if we did like some kind of chant, or like, I don't know, it'd be fun to do
chant.
outdoors.
Yeah, sounds fun.
But yeah, that would be for like an older group. But I like what you have. It's good. It's
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. There's a similar activity online in the library created by Liuba, so you can also check out this. And it's really it's a bit more on the complex side, I think, because she also visualizes the rhythm with natural objects. I see just now. Forgot about that. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing then.
good. Thank you.
Stop.
So, you want to go? I mean, it's actually only the two of you.
not really complete.
Well, I mean, you can always kind of integrate the recommendations and feedback that we gave. It's never complete.
Yeah, exactly. We always
see mine on yours because
You need to share a screen through Zoom.
yeah, but I would have to share it on its editing mode. Like I haven't published it yet.
No, it's published because I saw it.
Well, I can't see it. So
Then you need to refresh your browser because she also sees it.
Yeah, I can also see that.
Everybody sees it, so you see it too, probably somewhere.
Oh, okay, I can see.
You can see it. So, technology never cheats.
I'm just not good with technology. Okay.
Well, we can design it in a way that it cheats you, of course. You're trying out today.
Okay, so I chose to do this bagged herb sachet activity. I thought it would be a very simple activity that doesn't require a whole lot, but it would be really fun to do outdoors around the garden. I said all ages, but I'm kind of second guessing that because maybe younger children may start to eat these leaves or may misuse the stuff that we give them.
Below 3, they anyway cannot really kind of
Breast.
yeah, they cannot really kind of
Right.
manipulate them probably.
I said it might take about an hour, but it could take less. It just depends on like, yeah, however they want to, because it's kind of up to their own creativity what they wanted to do with their stuff. The learning aim, I said identify various scents of herbs that grow both wild and in the garden, but mainly in the garden. Those herbs may or may not grow around in the area. but like lavender and sage and mint, stuff like that. And then associating the herbs with their common names. We could also teach them how to collect and dry those flowers or leaves so that they can do it at home. I said the materials that we needed were like those flowers and herbs that we can dry ourselves beforehand. Then we need like the bags. It just needs to be breathable so like the scent can escape. Scissors, we don't need scissors, but to get the plants in the first place, and then depending on how easily the herb is to crush, you know, we may or may not need scissors. And then ribbon, we don't really need essential oils or fabric glue, but the fabric glue would be to close or seal the bag. But unless we get like these drawstring bags, it'd be easy. But yeah, it's a pretty simple activity. You would just have to put the herbs in like maybe bowls around a table so that they can grab them and kind of create their own scented bag. So it's kind of like up for grabs. You choose what plants you want in them, and along the way we can teach them which plants, which flowers are what. Teach them the names of them. I didn't finish the other things.
Okay, yeah, then try to. I really think that this is an activity that we could try. Also, spread over the week. Because one thing that we should do on Monday is that we go through the park and focus on different locations with different assignments. What I wanted to do is actually also with the veggies, but that's the same, no? I mean, we have a couple of places where herbs grow. They can collect them, and then we just leave them somewhere, let them dry, and on another day, we continue with the DIY part.
Yeah, I like that.
That sounds really nice. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, so and this is what maybe check out some of the other best practices. And I really recommend it's like you once take the time to read the context help. And then I think it's always clear. We really try to design it in a way to create better learning formats. In thinking about what is the direct learning objective, the indirect, what are the points of interest, it really makes a change for also when you explain to somebody else. You just think about the activity more thoroughly. Yeah, and you could then add even species. If we, for example, choose 5 herbs like I don't know, Melissa, lavender, oregano, and rosemary, whatever we find there, then we have the species also in here. And we could even, if we prepare this properly, we could even have an ID card for that, highlighting 3 important things about that species or telling a story about the herbs, where they come from. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just nice. Yeah, and I like the combination because it's really multi-sensorial. No? It's multi-sensorial. Yeah, one feedback in regard to impact points. If you have 1 hour of duration, then it's 10 points. 1 hour, 10 points. So that's something that you should adapt in the template. Otherwise, it's very confusing. You have like now 20 minutes. No, 12 minutes.
So you can put, for example, 5 points to botany and 5 points for craftsmanship and design. Okay. So you have the 10 points for the hour.
It's 10 points, 1 hour. That's the idea. And this is, of course, just in your template, because so
Wait.
it will be 5 craftsmanship.
Mhm.
What was that? Huh? The Zoom really is kind of making me crazy.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes not.
Doesn't work anymore. What happens if I poke my nose? Good. Yeah. That's it. So nice. We have one auditory activity. We have one olfactory activity. Quite a bit in the spectrum.
Mhm.
And yeah, we take it from there. I think the rest of the week, yeah, we will do something different. But that's it. That's the end of the course.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good. Well, we hope others join us for the next session in fall. Good. Then stop recording.